Once we have started our project, everything is in progress, the sprint is running on. The question is, how can we see very fast which is the status of our project? In the old project management styles, you have a lot of reports, a lot of diagrams. For example, very used is the Gantt diagram for project managers. They are following on the Gantt diagram the critical path and different markups to see which task on which status or percent is already done from it. In Agile Scrum, the methodology that we are using now, it's much more simple. Even there are defined a lot of reports that are helping us to improve our activity, to improve our velocity in resolving problems into a given amount of time. We have the menu reports, and the artifact that it uses in the theory of the Agile Scrum is the burndown chart. Burndown chart is showing all the time how many time remain until the end of the project, and supplementary in JIRA we can see also the work done. So having the green line, we see the amount of hour done, and following the red line we see what work was already solved. Why are these two curves so important, and why are two? Because there is an attribute in any project management which measures the real things that are positively done in the project. So mainly you can spend 24 hours working, but in fact the real added value for the project can be just 5 hours. Earn value project management means to see exactly which is the real value, the real problem that you solved in our case. But let's see how these curves can be read. We can see at the beginning a first curve that is in between this point and this one. On the horizontal line, we can see the time. So we started our project at the beginning of 3rd of December, hour 12 and 11 minutes, and it's planned to be finished on 10th of December on the 12th hour. That means a 5 working day project, 1 week project. What is interesting, if we are going back in the project and see active sprints, we can see that in fact we have a duration of 1 week for 3 parallel tasks that should be finished in the same time. So the project will be finished in 1 week, but the total amount of work is 3 man weeks. Okay? So in our case, Isabella told us that, okay, she will not be able to do her task today. So we just simulate that Isa is doing his own task. So we will take this task. We can see the details here. As you can see, we assign this to Isa. This is the first step. And we can put a comment. Isa will solve these actions after the holiday without to delay our project. So mainly, we can simulate. We can simulate that Isa started her work. Then, of course, we have to compute the time, this 1 week. We have to log it. So I will assign it first to me. Then I will say, okay, I log time. We'll write here 1 week. Save. You can see I spent 1 week in 20 seconds. And this will be visible in our diagram. And now we can declare this issue already finished, this action finished, this story finished. So we move it on done. At this moment, you can see the name is break it with a line. We'll go back to see the report to see how this huge amount of work is visible in our diagram. We take as usually the burn down chart. And look at here, 1 week was already solved. What means that we are under the ideal evolution of the project? That means that following the interpolation curve line mandatory, which started on the big point here and going through these points, we are at this moment in our plan. If we are following the same curve, we probably finish earlier our work.